Once upon a time, in the heart of a lush African village called Omorodu, there lived a wise elder named Baba Afi. Baba was known for his stories that carried deep lessons, often shared under the moonlight with children, parents, and visitors gathered around him. One evening, he told a story that left the entire village in reflective silence. Long ago, in the village of Akunya, there was a family blessed with 3 children, Adi, Nkem, and Tay. Their father, a skilled blacksmith, and their mother, a weaver, were always busy providing for the family. While they worked hard to give their children material comforts, they neglected something even more precious, their time and attention. Ade, the eldest, grew up yearning for his father's guidance. "Father, can you teach me how to make the iron sing like you do in the forge?" he asked one day, but his father waved him off, saying, "Later, my son. I'm busy with an important order." And Kim, the middle child, spent hours watching her mother weave intricate patterns. "Mother, will you teach me how to weave stories into cloth?" she once asked. "Not now, Nkem. I have to finish this before the market day," her mother replied. Tay, the youngest, felt invisible. He would often sit alone by the river, skipping stones and whispering his wishes to the wind, hoping someone would hear him. As the years passed, the children grew into teenagers with hearts full of questions and minds seeking direction, but the lack of parental care left them vulnerable. Ade, desperate for approval and guidance, joined a group of older boys in the village who promised him a sense of belonging. They introduced him to theft, claiming it was a quick way to make money. And Kim, longing for someone to value her ideas, befriended a traveling merchant who filled her ears with sweet lies. She left the village with him, believing she would find freedom and adventure, but soon realized she was trapped in a world far from what she dreamed. Tay, still invisible, withdrew further into himself. He spent days in the forest, creating sculptures from clay, wishing someone would notice his talent. But without encouragement, he began to believe he was worthless. One fateful day, tragedy struck Akunya. A fire broke out in the village market, consuming many shops and homes. Ade was caught stealing during the chaos and was shamed publicly, and Kim returned, broken and disillusioned, after escaping the merchant who had exploited her. Tay, alone in the forest, didn't even know about the fire until it was over. The parents, now older, looked at their children with regret. Their hard work had built a house, but not a home. They realized too late that they had been absent when their children needed them most. Baba Effie paused his story here, letting the silence settle over the crowd. Then he continued. One day, a wandering sage visited Ekunya. He saw the broken family and decided to help. "It's not too late to rebuild," he said, "but rebuilding requires love, patience, and time." The parents began spending time with their children, learning their stories, dreams, and pains. They guided Ad to use his strength for good, helping him become a protector of the village. And Kim found her voice again and used it to inspire other young girls in the village. Tay's sculptures became treasures, and with his family's encouragement, he began teaching other children the art. The village of Akunya became a place of healing and hope. Parents began to understand the importance of being present for their children, not just in providing food and shelter, but in nurturing their souls. As Baba Effie concluded the tale, he looked at the crowd and said, "Parents, remember, wealth can rebuild a house, but only love can rebuild a family."